Well, we have a question from Brother Roberts from Panama. Let's see what the brother says. How are you, brother? May the peace of God be with you. Alaykum salam wa rahmatullah. I would like to ask you a question. Well, go ahead, brother. Is it permissible to marry a woman older than me? Yes. The age? We have no age limitations in marriage in Islam. A man can be older than the girl, and the girl can be older than the man. That is permitted in Islam. She says, divorced. Well, if she is divorced, she must have completed the waiting period, which is about 3 months. It means at most, there are 4 monthly periods, 3 monthly periods. When the woman is in purity, she will go to get divorced. So, the first menstrual period, second, third, when it ends, or some say when it begins, some say when it ends, the third menstrual period ends everything. That is to say, she can marry another man. Divorced and with children, what is the problem? Whether she has a child or does not have a child, there is no problem. In Islam, it is allowed to marry older women. For example, the boy is 18 years old and the woman is 60 years old. Oh, don't say that. It's his grandmother. Look, wait. Do you want me to answer what you like, or do you want to know about Islam? What do you want? Tell me. In Islam, every human being, every responsible and prudent adult can get married. Every woman, every boy, every man, every woman, just as you now want to buy food, of course halal food. You are making a business, right? You go to the bakery, buy bread. You, being 18 years old, can you buy bread from an old man? Yes. Can you buy bread from a young man? Yes. That's it. It's a business. You are responding to a need in a lawful way. You buy the bread, you pay for it, you receive it. It is a necessity. You are responding to a need in a lawful way. It is allowed, yes. Another need of human beings is the sexual need. Human beings, from the time they reach puberty, have that need. So, when a person already feels that need, God has opened a lawful way for them to respond to that need, but in a lawful manner. With whom can that need be satisfied? Under certain conditions called marriage. In this relationship, which is a marriage contract, the man, for example, within a permanent marriage, the man has certain promises, certain commitments with the woman, and the woman has certain commitments with the man. The man promises to provide maintenance, housing, health, support, security, and the dowry. And the woman promises to always satisfy the sexual need of the boy, of the man, always. That is to say, when the man desires, the woman will not deny it. Be it morning, night, midnight, whatever. When the boy has that need, the man has that sexual need, the woman will not reject it. That is the condition in marriage. So they are going to get married, which means the boy responds to the emotional, economic, and sexual needs of the woman. The woman will only satisfy the sexual need of the man. What age can they be? 2 human beings. 2 human beings who have reached puberty must have the conditions. The believer must marry a believing woman. This is the only condition. And they must be single. You cannot marry a married woman or one who has just been divorced and has not completed the waiting period, or just, what to say, who has just lost her husband, is a widow, and must wait 4 months and 10 days. She must wait for the time to pass, then she can marry. Once they have reached an agreement and have the conditions, they can enter into marriage. Age does not matter. Oh Sheikh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What? Oh Sheikh, age must matter. Of course, they must reach an agreement. Generally, 2 young people will come to an agreement, or they must have something in common, a common interest. But it cannot happen that a 30-year-old boy falls in love with a 50-year-old woman. It can be. Oh, is that forbidden? No, it is not forbidden. It cannot be that a 30-year-old girl falls in love with a 50-year-old man. It can be. What is the problem? Oh, Sheikh, look, that 30-year-old girl and the 50-year-old man is her grandfather. No, it can happen and it's not a problem. There is no problem. The problem is when the man abuses the woman and the woman abuses the man. That is the problem. The problem is when they are going to fornicate. The problem is when they are going to have sex outside of marriage. The problem is when the Muslim woman is going to have a relationship with a man who is not Muslim. The problem begins when the married Muslim man seeks to have sex with a woman who is not his wife. She is his secretary. She is his friend. That is the problem, brothers. What marriage is? The man agrees, the woman agrees. Who are you? Who am I to get involved? The conditions are set by God. God says, the man wants, the woman wants. Who are you to decide for them? Who am I to decide for them? God said, if the boy is Muslim, the girl is Muslim. How old is he? What does it have to do with you? They agree and want, they love each other. And who are you to decide for them? God has given them that freedom. Who are we to limit that freedom? It is very interesting to me that in the West there is so much talk about freedom. But when Islam grants that freedom and affirms that freedom within the conditions, people start to criticize Islam. Look, why does Islam allow an 18-year-old girl to marry a 40-year-old man? Why does the girl choose? Man chooses both agree. Two people, two human beings, that is to say, intelligent, who have reached puberty, have the mindset, they want this. Why are we going to decide for others? But, for example, I will never marry a woman who is older than me. Why? Because it is advisable to marry a virgin girl. At the moment of marrying, I thought, I want my wife to be obedient to me, and a woman who is older, who has more experience, will not be obedient. What else? An older woman cannot give me many children because she is older. It is that when a man's sexual age, generally up to 60, sometimes 70, a man up to 70 years old still has an active sex life, and women generally can have this until a certain age. For example, give birth up to a maximum of 50 years. So calculating all of this, you say, oh well, I am going to marry a girl who is younger than me. For example, the girl will be 18, you will be 20 years old. This generally happens because the man wants to be the dominant part, because the man wants to decide and wants his woman to follow him. That is why he says, I am going to marry a younger girl. But there are men who love to be dominated. There are men. They love to be dominated. So those men like to marry older women, and they say, I don't want to have children, I don't want this, I don't want that, and I like this. Well, get married. Already. God allowed it. You love to drink soda, which is harmful, but it is allowed to drink it. When it doesn't have alcohol, it is allowed. I am not going to drink soda. That doesn't mean I can prohibit soda. You drink it, and that's it. What am I going to do? Sometimes we do everything possible to impose our will against others. That is not allowed in Islam, dear brothers. So if there are other conditions, age will not be an obstacle. May God bless you.